Today on Karamo.
Ronquan got into a fight with his father.
And he came towards me and he was about to choke me.
That led him and his twin brother
You better get up.
You better back up out of my face.
being separated from each other
Your brother blamed you.
and going into the foster care system.
It's hard out here. I got into a foster home.
Today, they're going to confront their father,
I'm gonna show you what I did to him.
He's a kid,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
understand.
scared.
confront each other,
I feel like he was the reason why some of the things we went through.
and see their mother for the first time in close to 3 years.
Your sons have said they never heard you say.
You didn't never took care of me.
Can everyone find a way to come back together?
No.
You won't do it.
Or have past mistakes torn apart this family for good?
Welcome to the show. My guest, Ronquan, says he and his twin brother, Rashard, have been in the foster care system since they were 14 years old. He says he wants to confront his parents about why they failed to care for and protect him and his twin throughout their entire lives. Take a look at what Ronquan had to say before the show.
I was lost as a kid. I don't know what it's like to have family. When my twin brother and I were born, we were separated. My dad was in jail when I was born. My mom, she was on drugs. She placed us with other family members. I would often see my mom in the streets and we would literally like walk past each other. When I was 9 years old, my great aunt passed away and my dad was coming to get us, but we didn't know we were going with my dad. After a while, my dad started to putting his hands on me, constantly talking down on me, constantly comparing my brother to me. I was always called a sissy, I was called all of the names. I said something slick to him. He put his hands on me and he was trying to choke me. I thought he was gonna kill me. Well, I picked up the phone and I called the police and they arrested him. We were put in the foster care afterwards. We were told that our mom was gonna come get us, but she didn't come get us. My brother, he was very mad at me because we didn't know where we were going and we didn't talk for a while. I never had a chance to just talk about how I felt. I just wished I was loved growing up.
Everyone, please help me welcome Ronquan to the show. You gotta come give me a hug. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. I see you getting emotional backstage already. What was going through your mind when you were watching that?
It was like that little kid, the inner child, he was still there. He always comes out.
Yeah.
And to see him, he showed through that video.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you could be on the show today and be able to use your voice to be heard and to feel seen. So thank you for calling in. So I know when you were younger, you lived on the streets. Tell me about the time in your life and what it was like.
Well, it was from the ages of 1 to 7. It was a projects. You can only imagine what a kid could see. Children should not be exposed to that at a young age. I was running the streets. My mom, she was doing whatever she wanted to do. I was split away from my brother, so I was living with her in between with my great-grandmother.
Okay.
And she passed away, but...
Your great-grandmother?
Yes.
Okay.
I was free. I didn't have no structure, no love. I never knew what love was. Till this day, I still struggle with it in my relationships with people and my friends. Like, being a kid running around the streets.
Yeah, hard for you.
Hard,
What was
very.
it like not being with your twin during that time?
That was hard. That took a toll on me because I was out looking for it through other friends or people around my age. I thought that was my twin. I thought twins be together. So I wanted to stay with him. Like, to this day, I have to protect him. I feel like it's my job because...
You two have a relationship now?
Yes, we have a relationship.
Good. And how is it?
It's good. It's good for the most part. I would say over the time of foster care, it weakened. It weakened because there were people that we met and it was like pitting us against each other. And we still go through that to this day where he was the favorite child. I was the child where, well, he got a bad attitude. So we just gonna whoop him. We gonna push him to the curb. We not gonna talk to him and figure out what's wrong. No one did. I was molested. They don't know that. They don't even know what happened to me. They just go on about their life and act like nothing happened while I'm here still to this day trying to figure out what's wrong to heal that kid so I can move on. I'm 20. I'm about to be 21.
Yeah.
No one wants to be crying because of something happened from that age. I just want to move on. I'm leaving where I live at, and I'm going somewhere new to just
Because you want to start new fresh. I get it.
It's time.
Yeah, good for you. So I know you said when you were younger with your mom that between 1 and 7, she was doing her things.
Yes.
Where was your father? Did you have a relationship with them growing up?
Dad was in jail around the time, but I was just alone.
Okay. And how was your relationship with either your parents?
They were just there. It was nothing really. It wasn't something like what regular children have. It was like I could be at the park, she could be with her friends, drunk. I'll see her with my friends, and I'll walk past her. No.
I mean, with your dad, how was that relationship?
From what I can remember, I only could remember the bad, honestly.
Okay.
I was scared of him from the anger, like from the way he carried himself. Like I was so scared of him, but now it's like, no, I'm here.
My producer told me your brother blamed you for you all going into foster care. Can you tell me about that?
I remember telling my dad something slick about a remote, and he came towards me and he was about to choke me, like he was going to choke me. And he choked me, and I thought he was gonna kill me. Like just the way that he looked, I saw a different person. And I was scared. So I called the police.
When you called the police, what happened? Why does he think that that's the reason? Because the police saw the abuse?
No, the police didn't see the abuse. I had to come up with another reason to get him in jail. The
Okay.
police was like, well, we don't see nothing wrong with him just hitting you or choking you. And I was like,
Okay. So then what was the other reason?
so I told the police, I said, if someone's growing marijuana in the backyard, what happens? Well, they can go to jail. So I told them, they tested the plant, and they took us.
And so he went to jail. That's why your brother thinks it's your
Yes.
fault. Got to understand. So it sounds like living with your dad during that time was hard.
Yes.
Like there was a lot of treating you bad.
Yes.
What do you want from your father today that I can help you with?
I want him to take accountability, and I want an apology.
Okay.
I think we run away from those things. We need to talk about it instead of just moving on and act like nothing that happened and all smiles. No.
Understandable. Well, listen, everyone. Ronquan's mother, Shenika, is also in the audience, and we'll talk to her a little bit later. But I think right now it's time for us to meet your father. Everyone, please help me welcome Robert to the show.
Ronquan is about to confront his father.
You better get out.
You better back up out of my face.
Can everyone find a way to come back together?
I'm gonna show you what I did to him.
He's a kid,
Yeah,
so
I
I'm
understand.
scared.
Or have past mistakes torn apart this family for good?
It's hard out here. I got into a foster home. I don't know what it's like to have family. My dad was in jail, and my mom, she was on drugs. But my twin brother and I, we were separated.
My producer told me your brother blamed you for you all going into foster care.
My dad
Yeah.
came towards me and was about to choke me. And just the way that he looked, I saw a different person. I called the police, and they took us.
Now it's time for us to meet your father. Everyone, please help me welcome Robert to the show. Hey, how you doing, son?
I'm good, man. What's going on, man? How you doing, son?
I'm good, I'm good.
Hey, listen, man. Most of this is lies, as I see that.
So you feel like
yeah,
everything you were saying that you heard was lies?
Yeah. My son could have came to me when times would come. He's saying he's scared of me and stuff like that.
I was scared of you.
Well, okay, you were
I
scared.
was. You know what y'all did?
What you did?
Let's be real. What I did, I'm a kid. First of all, I was labeled at a young age. Or
Well,
you
I don't know nothing
sissy.
about that.
Or you,
I don't
y'all,
know nothing
you
about
know
that.
what you did
I don't know nothing
to
about
me. You know what you did. Y'all used to, because I was so different and I was never heard. Y'all used to push me to the curb, and y'all used to favor Rashard, and I would say, well, your brother do this. No, my brother shut up, and he listened to y'all and put up with y'all. I was always different, because I was not gonna tolerate with that.
Not the adult. You got to listen.
Yeah, and y'all
You
not
got to-
parents.
just like
When
he shut
were
up
y'all
and
ever
listen,
parents?
you need to
he
shut up.
listened
That's your problem
because he
now.
was scared. I
See
was
how
never
you acting?
scared.
That's how
My
you
mouth
act.
got me places
That's how you
because
act.
I didn't allow
You
them.
Right.
I didn't allow it.
Yeah.
Ronquan,
Y'all don't
Ronquan.
even.
You not the
Ronquan,
parent.
I want to hear his side of the story if I can really figure out how to
just-
facilitate. So tell me, from your point of view, is this your first, how long has it been since you all seen each other?
5 years or something. I
5
don't
years. Okay. And so you said, how do you feel about what he's saying right now?
I feel like it's all talking about I choked him and he was scared of me. I'm gonna show you what I did to him. We had a confrontation coming in from the house. We was coming from somewhere. He would take my key and twist it without twisting the knob, and that'll break the damn key. So I said something smart to him about that. He turned around and said something smart, and I just sat him down like this and told him, you're not gonna disrespect me in my house. He started hollering and crying like I shot him, ran outside with the house phone in the rain, called the police, and that's what happened. He figured that they didn't see where I bruised him at, so he went to the marijuana plant thing that I had 2 plants about that tall in the backyard. He went to that to try to get out. What he didn't know was they was gonna end up with some people that don't give a damn about you more than you thought your daddy didn't.
In your opinion, how do you feel like your relationship with your sons were when they were younger?
When they were younger, I wasn't around that much like I needed to be as a father. But then a lot of part played when I did try to come in and we would come and get them and stuff like that. I was still in the streets, still trying, drinking and partying and stuff like that. True enough, my mom and them had them, when they did come over. So but when we bring them back to their house, it was a custody battle.
Yeah.
And we take them back where they come from, you know what I mean? Then when we go over to pick them up sometime, if we take them over there after I got custody of them, they couldn't even find them. They are 9, 10 o'clock at night, they out running around, and then they mad at us because you should have those kids back ready. When we come in to pick them up, we tell you come and pick them up, we come to pick them up, have them there.
What's going on through your head right now?
It's just like, I could say, like, I'm not gonna bash him, like,
I really do.
But it's all about the accountability. I was a kid. You put a kid in the projects and he living free, no structure, no nothing. In those times of just sitting in the projects, I was molested. And I feel like that play a part of my sexuality. Like, and nobody ever asked me, like, they never sat down. It was like,
ain't nobody never told me that.
Because y'all don't care. Y'all just threw the word
sissy,
and they never care. All I got was sissy, and I couldn't even tell my side.
And stuff. I ain't never called him no sissy.
Every side, mama and daddy side, they sat there and let them people say whatever they wanted about me. I knew from when I was young. I knew from when I was young I was gonna be the kid that nobody liked. I never was like, it's hard out here. I got into a foster home and they tried to show me what it was like to have a family. And in the beginning, it was so nice. I had a family, I had everything. They took me to do sports, things that I never did, travel. And
I put you in sports.
I was up in
when
the
I put you in sports, you didn't want to play? You didn't want to play?
And the thing was, while I was with them, I kept thinking about my mom and my dad. I said, look, these strangers, and they're lesbian. They accepted me. I got to come out in their house. Why they can do it, why my parents can't do it? Like, come on. I'm not a bad person to talk to. You ain't never told nobody
you got molested.
Why would I to somebody who called me a sissy?
But you like,
why would I to somebody who called me a sissy? I'm that dude in the project.
He ain't
never tell me that because I would have went over there straight in that, boy.
He said that he didn't know that you're molested, which I understand sometimes
y'all
when you have
think I am?
trauma,
I ain't far
it's
from a
hard.
sucker.
I understand when you have trauma, it's hard
And he
sometimes
know what
to
I
share
would've
with
did.
parents.
He know what he ain't
you've
tell
been
me
through.
nothing about that.
But he's saying that he's not
I'm
the
just
one who
finding out
called
about
you
that.
the word sissy. Did you
Lie.
call him? He
That's
did say.
a lie. When you get mad at me, all those words, it don't stick to you because you probably was drunk when you said those
probably
things.
Was.
And you
Probably
was.
Probably
But to
was.
me, as a kid,
Probably
that sit
was.
in the bottom of my soul. And to add insult to injury,
but
you don't
he
even
is-
care. You don't even care to
sure
even
don't.
try to figure out what's wrong. Well, why you didn't tell me? Why you didn't ask? I'm a kid.
I ain't got to
what
ask
kid
you
say,
everything.
Mommy,
If you got a
come on.
problem within yourself, you need to come too. It ain't no one-way street, homeboy.
How old was I?
Who you think you
How
talking
old was
to?
I? I'm talking to
You
you.
act like you were grown.
Oh.
The way you talk.
Because I was forced to be
Yeah.
grown because y'all didn't know how to be a parent.
You
Now,
wanted to
next
be
case.
whatever.
Next question.
Whatever.
Next
Congratulations.
question.
You better get out.
You better back up out of my face.
Ronquan's twin brother is coming out next.
I feel like he was the reason why some of the things we went through.
And then these twins are going to see their mother
And you've seen the pain. Why didn't you get your kids out of foster care?
for the first time in close to 3 years.
Just sitting in the project, I was molested.
He ain't never tell me that.
And I feel like that play a part of my sexuality. Y'all just
Yeah,
threw the
you
word
assume nobody.
sissy.
I ain't
I
never called him
couldn't.
no sissy.
It don't stick to you because you probably was drunk. But to me, as a kid, that
Probably
sit
was.
in the bottom of my soul. And to add insult to injury,
but
you don't
he
even
is-
care.
you
Now,
wanted to be
next case.
whatever.
Next question.
Whatever.
Next
Congratulations.
question.
Do you have a relationship with your other son, Rashard?
Yes.
Okay, how's your relationship with him?
Our relationship real good. To me, I don't know how he probably feel, but listen, when year before last, when it was my birthday, Rashard called me, said, man, Quan want to talk to you. So, happy birthday. He apologized for what, he did as far as calling the police in the situation, and we don't move on.
Oh, so you apologized for that?
Yeah,
it took me to apologize. I just wanted him to say, I'm sorry. I was not wrong. You take a kid from their people, from their whole family from another state, and you move them to the country, the bottom low country, with nothing, with nobody, and you think they're gonna be okay with that? And I already wasn't close with him before he left. So I was tricked. I'm thinking, we coming up here to spend summer with him and probably fix our relationship? No. And he said it. He said, the way I did it was wrong. Yeah, I'm glad we did end up in foster care, because we wouldn't be like the rest of their years. These people are messed up. We don't want to be like that. That's why I'm here today. So I could be a better friend. I could be a better boyfriend to somebody. I don't want to be like y'all. I never want to be like these people, because they don't want to take accountability, and they don't want to listen, and they don't want to listen to their kids. They just sit, they talk over me every time. But I'm going to make sure I get all this out. Let's go.
Do you feel like you treat him differently than his brother?
Huh?
Do you feel like you treat him differently than Rashard?
Now I do. Now that when it was my birthday, he called with all his apologies and stuff like that. I said, well, look, man, we can move further with a further song.
Without apologizing to me? Without apologizing to me.
I said, well, start
the kid goes first.
I said I was a little too rough on you, boy.
No, you wasn't.
Yes,
you never said that. Because I would have took that and I would have moved on with it.
I said that on the phone.
You said that to Rashard, not Quan.
No, I said I was a little bit too rough on y'all, man. And I'm sorry for that, man.
You was not rough on Rashard.
We can move further.
No, you wasn't. Say Quan.
With a father
I was
and
rough
son
on Quan.
relationship.
Say I was rough on Quan.
I told you to call me, boy. You ain't called me since.
Why you didn't call me?
You better get out.
You better back out my face.
What about phone? You said you the one looking for a relationship.
Raquan,
Boy, you can't whoop me and never will be.
Stick with me over here.
I'll whoop you up here, boy.
Stick with me over here. So this is
I'll
something you said.
whoop you real good, boy.
You listen to me? You said something.
I'll always be your daddy.
You said, I don't want to be like them. And this is not a character
show out all you
indictment
want
on them. But when you say, I don't want to be like them, and then you start engaging in loud behavior,
yeah, you think you my daddy?
All you're doing is you saying, I'm going to continue this behavior. So I believe you do want to be better. But if you want to be better, you can't be like that. You can't be like that. You hear me?
All this behavior that I have is anger that's built up.
I see it.
I could never say nothing.
I understand. And you've had an opportunity to say a lot here, and I'm glad that you got it out. But I need you to understand that when you start to feel that anger bubbling over to that next level, that's where you got to find the strength in you. Just say, let me figure out how to calm this down. You got it? All right. I think it's time for us to meet your twin brother, Rashard, and bring him to the show to figure out his side of the story. So everyone, please help me bring Rashard to the show. How do you feel about everything that you've heard?
What, that I heard? I feel like it's some truth to it.
There's some truth?
Yes.
What parts do you feel like are true?
My dad not taking accountability and saying that he was calling my brother bad names, such as like the S word when we was younger.
Okay. So you're saying you did hear that as well?
Yes, I did hear that.
But maybe I was saying it at the wrong time for him.
Yeah.
You know, for his heart and the way he feel about, you know, the whole situation.
I do understand.
I know I was wrong.
We're about the same age, and I do
know I
get
was
it.
wrong, but at the same time, he ain't finna get up here and be all this here like you tough guy. Boy, it's still in me. That's what I'm trying to let you know. I love my kids.
That's why I asked him to calm down. But you have to understand two things. One is that he's mimicking that behavior from you.
I know it.
And the second thing is that he's just in pain. And I know for you, you've been in a space where you're trying to figure out how to grow, whatever, but he's been holding on to it. And so it's coming out right now.
Rashard has major issues with his twin brother.
I feel like he was the reason why some of the things we went through.
And major issues with his mother.
And you've seen the pain. Why didn't you get your kids out of foster care?
Will these twin boys' mother apologize?
No, you won't do it.
For not getting them out of foster care.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Do you have a relationship with your other son, Rashard?
Yes.
What parts do you feel like are true?
My dad not taking accountability and saying that he was calling my brother bad names.
The sissy stuff, maybe I was saying it at the wrong time, you know, for his heart.
He's just in pain, but he's been holding on to it. And so it's coming out right now. But you two were separated when you were put into foster care system. What was that like for you?
We were separated later on, like towards the end of foster care system. When we were separated, our relationship, like, I know we went like 3 months.
Talk louder.
We went like 3 months without talking to each other at school. Like every day I would see him.
Yeah.
And like during them 3 months, I felt like it was like, how can I say this? All
right.
During them 3 months, it was like, I felt like he was the reason why we was in foster care and why some of the things we went through.
Yeah. Because you were confused as well. You're a kid.
Yes,
so you don't know what's going on.
Yes.
And so it's easy to blame it on your peer, your
Right.
brother, than to see anything else.
Yeah,
Yes.
but see, this is why he feel that way, because of the call that he made out there that landed them in foster care, thinking that their side of the family, their mama, and them was coming to get them.
Yeah.
And it didn't come out that way.
Yeah.
It didn't turn out that way.
But I think you both can understand, like, he's a kid.
Yeah,
and so
I
if I'm
understand.
scared,
I
if I'm
understand.
scared, I'm gonna try to figure out whatever I gotta do to keep myself safe.
I understand.
And
But
so that's what
also
he's
promises from your family that they were coming to get you. Because you didn't like up here in Georgia, which is cool, but they promised them people they were coming to get these boys.
Yeah.
I know they did,
Yeah.
because the way they did it, they promised them before they made the call.
Yeah.
See, when they made the call, they thought that he thought, which was rightfully so, that he was going back to be with his parents, his mom and them
And
and
then they
stuff,
did.
which is cool. But it didn't turn out that way. And then that makes me the badder guy now, because it didn't end up the way it is supposed to come out. You stuck up here with me now, huh?
I got it.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then after they was at certain foster parents, he called me one time screaming on the phone out loud, "Dad, please come and get us." I said, "I can't do nothing now."
Yeah.
They took him. They put me on child support. They did all this to me. So now I'm struggling to live up here. You know what I mean? It's the other side of the family that let him down.
Well, you talk about them letting them down. I want to know, Rashard, do you have a relationship with your mother?
She like a stranger to me, honestly.
Okay. And that's same for you. Do y'all have a relationship?
Right now, we don't have a relationship, but she was a parent I felt the closest to.
Okay. Did she ever try to get you out of foster care, Rashard?
She made several remarks like, "Oh, I'm taking classes to get y'all out of foster care." Then whenever we like call her and ask about it, oh, it's like she used an excuse. Like,
Yeah. Did you ever confront her about that?
Did I ever confront her? No, I never confronted her about it.
Yeah.
Up until like a month or two ago, we did.
And what happened?
It was a conversation between me, her, and all of my siblings. Whenever we had that conversation, she kept trying to use everybody else as an excuse on why she couldn't get us. Oh, I couldn't get y'all because y'all dad. I couldn't get y'all out of foster care in Georgia because I didn't have no transportation, such and such.
So,
like that.
so she would say because I had no transportation, she couldn't get you.
Yes.
Where were you between the ages of 1 and 7 when you
1
were
and 7, I was with my great aunt.
You were with your great aunt.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
All right, then. Well, listen, everyone. Ronquan and Rashad's mother is here today in the audience. Shenika is here right now.
Hello.
Thank you for being here with us. So I'm going to ask you point blank. We're hearing and you've seen the pain. Why didn't you get your kids out of foster care?
Don't argue with him. You here to talk to us.
Will these twin boys' mother apologize
Your sons have said they never heard you say
for not getting them out of foster care?
Ma, if you was there.
I can't do it.
you won't do it.
Stay tuned.
No one does Nosey better than me. Photos. We found 378 photos.
He good when he do, because I don't know how he felt that.
These are years of snooping, okay? I know you nosy too. Head over to Nosey where you can watch full episodes of The Karamo Show and be nosy with me.
I felt like he was the reason why we was in foster care.
He called me one time screaming on the phone out loud, "Dad, please come and get us." I said, "I can't do nothing now."
Yeah.
They took him.
Do you have a relationship with your mother?
She like a stranger to me, and she kept trying to use everybody else as an excuse on why she couldn't get us. Oh, I couldn't get y'all because y'all dad. I couldn't get y'all because I didn't have no transportation.
You've seen the pain. Why didn't you get your kids out of foster care?
Because I didn't have the transportation, the ride to get up there to get them.
That wasn't a good excuse.
That ain't good
Mom.
enough.
Like, that was
That's
not
not a good
enough.
excuse.
You should have been playing
You and your
a
mom
ride to
got
come
them
get
up
them.
there. So
You
how
dig what
you
I'm
gonna
saying?
get mad?
You should
You and
have
your mom
planned
took them
to
up
come
there.
and get them.
And they said the system was different up there. Me and my mom, we tried to get up there and get them, but we couldn't. Y'all the fault.
Why?
Y'all got them up there. Took them from me. You had them at HRS.
Sure did.
You told them people that they were
Unfit.
smoking weed.
Unfit.
And that's why. No,
But
I
did
ain't
you think
unfit.
you was
I
a
had
fit
them
parent
since
at
they
the
was
Where the
young.
rest of them?
I had them. I
No,
had
you
all my
didn't.
kids. Yes,
No, you
I
didn't.
did.
You
Yes,
ain't
I
raised
did.
neither one of your
Yes, I
child.
did.
Don't argue with him.
I
You
ain't finna argue.
you here to talk to
You was out
us.
there on drugs.
Y'all don't gotta
Shut up.
talk.
Well,
Y'all
Robert,
don't got to.
I want to know something. Are you saying that she was unfit during that time?
I wasn't unfit. I had custody of all my kids. I used to take care of
So
my kids.
you wasn't unfit all them
No,
times?
I ain't never been no unfit parent.
All
I
the
took care of
times,
y'all. I bought y'all
all the
clothes,
times
shoes,
I ever saw you,
everything. I
90%
spent
of my
time with
life, you was either drunk or high. In front of all my friends, I used to always run away
Man,
from
you did not take care
I
of
did.
him.
didn't-
Take
you
care of
never
y'all
took care of
until
me.
someone called
You
HRS.
didn't.
Yes, I
He
was
was
out there
with
on drugs, but I
Rhea.
made sure y'all had a roof over y'all head.
You did not take him. You did not take him.
When these two were in foster care, I know you said that you didn't get them because of a ride. Do you feel like maybe that you could that is an excuse? Can you feel?
No,
can
there
you see
was
that?
no excuse.
But you understand how your sons could feel like they were abandoned by their
Yes, I
mother
understand.
when she says something like, "I don't get a ride." Have you ever talked to them about the reason about them feeling abandoned?
Yes.
And how you played a role in that? Has she talked to you about that?
No, she never talked to me
Or
about
is
it.
the only thing she ever said to you about the ride?
Yes.
I wish my mom was there.
It sounds like you were in a predicament where the substance was playing a part, that you weren't making clear decisions, but at that time as well, you also then told your children who were in foster care that you couldn't come and get them because you didn't have a ride.
Transportation.
Yes, and I understand in your mind at that time that was like a hindrance for you.
It
But
was.
can you see now, years later, how that's not a good enough excuse for kids
not.
who feel like abandoned?
It's not. It's not. I admit to it. It's not. I admit
Rashard,
to
what
it.
do you want to say to your mom?
Like, I feel like you don't, like, take full accountability. Like, you, like, the last phone calls we had, it's always, oh, your dad this, your dad did that, but you don't never say or, like, apologize, like, okay, it was my fault.
I apologize to y'all. Plenty
When
of
did you
times.
apologize? Because
I
last time I
been.
had cursed you out and hung up because you would not listen to me. You kept
I
trying to
did.
talk to me over
I know
the
I
phone.
apologized to you.
You did
Yeah,
not
you hung up the
apologize
phone.
to me.
I apologize to both of y'all. And I still got connection with him right now today, me and Quan. And I talked to him. Yeah, it hurt me. But don't try to put it on me. You the fault, you and your mom.
Both of y'all, man. Stay bold.
I had custody.
Stay
I never
bold,
signed neither
but
one of
you
my
lost
kids
it.
over. I
You
know I
lost
did.
us.
Yeah, I
I've been
know I
with
did.
everybody. I haven't had you. Ma, if you was there, if you was even there, I didn't care
I
about
was there.
them.
I was
listen,
there since
I
I was
ain't
a baby,
care.
man.
I ain't care about the rest of them. I was waiting for you to come. I ain't care about the dad. I ain't care. I don't care. But when it was my mama, I swear I thought she was coming. But the only thing you did right was prove to him what he was saying. So that's why I apologize. Cause what he did, he did it in the wrong way, but he did it for a right reason. Cause what we at today, we are untouchable. We here, we trying to be better people. Come on.
So this is the first time y'all are really seeing your mother?
Yes.
Face to face.
Will these twin boys' mother apologize
Your sons have said they never heard you say that you have taken accountability.
for not getting them out of foster care?
No.
You won't do it.
Don't miss what happens next.
You are the five. Get off my stage.
Are you saying that she was unfit during that time?
I wasn't unfit. I had custody of all my kids.
You 90% of my life, you was either drunk or high.
When these two were in foster care, you didn't get them because of a ride.
No, there was no excuse.
But you understand how your sons could feel like they were abandoned by their
Yes,
mother.
I understand.
I was waiting for you to come. I swear I thought you was coming. Come on.
When was the last time you saw your mother?
And the last time I saw her, probably like 2-3 years ago.
2-3 years ago. When was the last time you saw her?
Since a court case in foster care, like, it was a while.
So this is the first time y'all are really seeing your mother?
Yes.
No.
Face to face?
I seen y'all like about 3 years ago.
3-4 years ago, yes.
Yes.
So last time you
And
saw
they
them,
kept
they
in
were
contact
teenagers.
with my mom. Yes.
I'm gonna ask you a
Yeah.
favor, and this is in all sincerity, and the reason I'm asking you this is for your children's healing. So let me phrase it in that way. You keep bringing up your mother. I
understand.
don't
It's
care
you,
about
yeah,
what
you
your
do
mother
it with
did.
your mama.
I want to talk about your actions.
Yes.
Can you acknowledge that maybe you, as the mother, as the woman, did not do enough for these kids and played a part into the life that they had? Because I heard you say a couple times that it's just his fault. Can you acknowledge that it was both of y'all's fault, that you played a part in it?
I played a part in your life. I wish we can take it back. Whatever y'all want to do, I swear, I can't do this.
You're doing a great job. No, you're doing a great job. Listen, I want you to know something. I know it's hard when it's like, because no one wants to be attacked right now. But at the end of the day, there's two kids up here that are like, I'm just looking for answers. And we forget that as the adults, we got to give them those answers. We got to give them the healings. If these kids was 2 years old and ran in here and they were like, Mom, my leg is cut, I'm bleeding. Are you going to be like, I can't do this? Or are you going to run and say, let me try to put a Band-Aid on it? Let me try to fix it. So you can't do this. They need you. So you just did a great job. Your sons have said they never heard you say that you have taken accountability. You just took accountability.
Right. Apologize.
And you apologize as well.
Yes.
How do you feel about what your mother just said?
I don't feel like it's sincere, really. I feel like she got pressured into apologizing. But like, if it wasn't like, if we wasn't around all y'all, she would not say that.
So let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you this.
Yes,
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, because I understand that it's very easy to feel that way, and you're valid for your feelings because you grew up in a household where you always felt like what she's saying is not real, where you can't trust it. And so it's easy for you to say, well, listen, it's only because y'all are here, there's the cameras here. But sometimes we have to acknowledge the little growth. Because until we can acknowledge the little growth and then say, let's see how you go from here, you're always going to be believing the worst. You're never going to have a chance to heal yourself. So I would encourage you. I know you've been hurt before. I know it's hard for you to trust. But you got to at least be able to say, all right, you know what? You said it, and I'm going to hold it from here. Can you hear me?
Right. Yes, sir.
She acknowledged and she apologized. Now, this is where you get to say, you just did that. Tomorrow, if you don't do it again, if the next day you don't do it, now I can say now it's BS. But right now, you have to be able to say, okay, I see the little growth.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah.
She's trying to give you a little something. How do you feel about her apology, acknowledgement?
I accept her apology now.
Thank
I always loved my mama, even though I never really got to saw much of her, but I always been a mama's boy. They called me soft. They called me everything. So to hear her even just say that moved me because I never heard it. So it's like, that might be my favorite parent, but I never have a relationship with both of them. But to hear her even just say it, that moved me. And I carry that with me because she never said it before. So I know it's not BS. I know it's sincere. Y'all might have had to force her to say it, but I could feel it because I know her.
Let me tell you what I know in my line of work. It's not forcing. It's about helping people to understand how they can grow. And see, so it's easy for us to look at growth as forcing. I'm not forcing her to do nothing. That's a grown woman. Just like I'm not forcing your daddy to do nothing right now. These are grown people. All I can do is help them to see how their actions are going to affect y'all, and then they have to make their own decision from there. So, you apologize to your sons.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Will you be able to stand up for it? Tell them again. Let them know.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
What can you promise them that you'll try to do to show them that you're sincere with this?
To get back in y'all life and try to work everything out possible. If y'all let me know.
All right, so mom has taken accountability. Dad.
What will these twin boys' father do now?
Do something different. Just switch it up. Mom, you gotta switch it up.
And can this family come back together or not?
Y'all gotta communicate and stick with each other more. You're brothers.
I played the part, and I'm so sorry.
I don't feel like it's sincere, really. I feel like she got pressured into apologizing.
That moved me, and I carry that with me because she never said it before.
All right, so mom has taken accountability. Dad, listen, I already know this is gonna be, I don't have to force you because I've been listening to the language you said. And I understand you get mad when he gets mad. Y'all got the same temper.
Yeah,
y'all got
me and him, yeah,
yeah,
I
y'all got
know.
the same thing. You know what I mean? You are not your father and you are not your son, but y'all do have characteristics that are similar.
Just alike when it comes to attitude.
Yes.
See, I know that. I've been through
Yeah.
that when he was little, but that's why he always, he gonna come out.
Yeah.
He coming out.
Yeah, yeah. But one of the things he said before you got out here is that he needed an apology, needed accountability. The first thing is accountability. He said that it hurt when you used to say words like the sissy. His brother said that he did say it. You just admitted that, yes, I was in a cloud. Can you at least say...
Oh, yeah, that's easy for me to say. I acknowledge, man, that I was wrong because, you know, I've been through therapy. I've been through some things, too, in my life up here recently, you know, alcohol treatment and stuff. I did 24 months of sobriety with no drinking. So, you know.
So you get it. You
yes,
get it.
I will, but I just want to let you know, man, I'm sorry, man. I love you, bro. You know that. I love you. You are me. You know what I mean? You love me. You tell your attitude and stuff like that. I just want to move on, like I said before. I'm glad you said what you said right out here because it's going to help the family grow, man. Y'all, my boys, man, y'all all I got, man.
Nah,
you know what I mean?
What are you feeling about that?
I do accept the apology. I accept you and my mom's apology because to sit in it, I've been sitting in it since I turned way before 18 and just going out here into my own, like, just trying to figure out the world, just to not have them around, like, my friendships and my relationships, it shows, and it's just like, where does this come from? So to move forward, to help me, I can accept that. But what I want from them is to just do something different. Just switch it up. Mom, you gotta switch it up. Because I have a baby brother that I keep hearing things about. Something happened to him and I have to get him. I won't hear from you no more because I'm fine. I built it where in foster care, I had to get this heart together. I was weak. I let all these people hurt me throughout the streets. I was so nice. I had to build myself up to where I was used to not being around y'all. And I said, if it gets to a point where I have to go out here into this world and I have y'all, I'll be fine. Yeah. I will be fine. It's sad. That hurts. I will be fine. But y'all gotta switch it up.
She says she wants to do better. He's saying he wants to do better.
Yeah, we gotta talk more on this phone, man. We gotta talk, man. I need your phone number, man. I need to be talking to you, man, on a daily basis. Because, like I said, if I would have known back then somebody molested him, I don't know if she knew or not.
No, he just told
but
me
if I would
about
have
a week
knew,
ago.
I would be still in prison.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about mine.
I understand. Yeah. I get it. I get it. So do you feel seen and heard? Is there anything else you feel like you need to say?
There isn't really much. I just want people to get from this is talk about it. Yeah. I feel like in the black community, no one ever sit down and talk. They just move on. My friends, it feel like I'm a therapist at times, even though I'm hurt myself. But I sit and I hear my friends' problems, anybody I talk to. They have issues and it all stems from them, their trauma, not being able to talk. And I came here today to set the record straight for all of those foster children. It's kids that I run across. I want to show them that you don't have to be You don't have to be like the people you came from. You can move forward, get out of that environment, and do better, because you can. It's never too late.
So listen, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm glad that you got what you needed from your mother and your father. At least there's a step taken today where both he acknowledged that he said things to you that was wrong. What I will say to you, one thing is that you two, y'all got to communicate and stick with each other more. Your brothers, y'all got to be there for each other. Your brother was doing only what he thought was best to protect y'all. And I know it's hard for you because it feels like he caused certain pain in life. He didn't. He didn't. Both of your parents were in a place in their lives where they couldn't do what they needed to do, and they both have acknowledged that here today. But y'all got to be there for each other. You understand? Right. And now something for you. You're a very smart young man. You're a very smart young man. You're a smart man. You hear me? You got a bright, you got a future ahead of you. You understand? Like the way that your mind works, I could see you sitting in this seat one day. You hear me? Very smart. You understand? But I want you to take something from your dad. Your father just said he's in a space right now, he's working on his anger. He's working on trying to be there. He just reached over in his whole you right now. Use him as a guide to start to work on your anger. You hear me? Because once you get that fully under control, I promise you the sky's the limit. Sky's the limit for you as well. You understand? Come on, boss. How does it feel to have your father hugging you? How's it feel? Ronquan, how does it feel to have your dad hugging you?
It feel good.
It feel good?
Yeah, with my mom.
You want to see it?
Let's give her a hug. You out there. Go on out there and hug your mama.
You come on down. Good man.
It's okay.
It's all right, son.
Good job. You can come on up here. You took a big first step. Thank you for being here, all right?
You. Yeah. Sorry.
No, no worries. You ain't gonna apologize. You did a good job. It wasn't about me. Your sons got what they needed. I appreciate all of y'all taking a big step today. You two as parents acknowledging what you did and apologizing, and for you two finally being able to be heard and seen, all right? Y'all just keep working on this, and y'all gonna be stronger together, all right? Good luck, all right? I'm glad I got here for y'all. All right, everyone, thank you so much for being with us. Come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing. I love you all. Yeah, I got you.